All right, so let's do a daily race C guide for next week. We're looking at Road Atlanta and the Radicals on Sports Arts. Lots of fun. Terrific car. Handles great. Sounds awesome. On Sports Arts, this race will be mint. Should be a no stop. Hopefully, anyways. This is a car you want to drive on the throttle. It's also something you want to short shift. Notice when I'm shifting this car. And also my gearing. How long I'm holding the higher gear in order to get the car to rotate and maintain control. Because if you downshift too soon, you'll just break traction. If you try to downshift into a corner, the rear is just going to slide out on you because you don't have enough downforce or racing tires. So you have to think of it like a street car. It's like a racing street car. You have to be patient with it. If you try and send it into a braking zone, you're just going to understeer. There are no front aerodynamics to save you. Alright, so skip ahead a little bit. $31.9 and a $31.2. Okay, so let's pick apart this $31.2. And I'll explain everything I'm doing, start to finish. Alright, so we're going to shift to 6th gear. Okay. You're going to brake right where this grass stops. This is my braking point. You're going to brake in a straight line. You're going to downshift. You're going to stay on the left side of the road. And be nice and patient with your turning. I want you to turn in nice and slow and smoothly. Come nice and smoothly off the brakes. And just guide the car into the corner in 5th gear. And give it a little bit of throttle. The throttle is going to give you rotation and stability. If you at least give it a quarter throttle to half throttle, the car will just glide through the corner no problem. And it will maintain speed and the same RPM. And that's basically what you want. You want to carry around 156 kilometers an hour through this corner, or better. Most people will probably carry 150. All right, you're just going to keep nice, smooth steering, commit to the corner, keep the car turning, but be gentle. It's going to start understeering. As you get to this part where the hill starts, and it starts to rise up, you're going to feel some understeer. It's going to want to pull to the left. It's going to want to pull to the outside of the track. So you're going to have to compensate for that by being patient on the throttle before you get to this point. Because if you try to floor it way back here, when it understeers at this point of the hill, you're going that way into that wall. Okay? All right, now we have a slight kink to the left. This is all set up. You want to make sure that the car stays square, and you want to posture the car up to the left. So you want to get the car straightened up before you start braking. You don't want the weight of the car on the right side so that when you start braking, you're still turning a little bit left, and the car wants to go this way. Because the second you touch the brakes and you're turning left, You're telling the car, I want to go this way. The only way to change that is if you're braking, steering to the left, dab the throttle, get the car to go straight again, right? Transfer the weight back to the rear, and then dab the brake again, and then get back on the throttle to get it to rotate to the right, which is what you do in drifting. Quick little snap of the steering. Stay 4th gear. So this whole corner is just 4th gear. Don't use 3rd. It's just slow. Yes, it sounds cool because the revs are high, but it's slow. All right, so the corner after, I call this turn 2. Like, this slight kink, I wouldn't really consider a corner, but most people would. Okay, so you got turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, then turn 4. So you come out of here, stay a little bit postured to the right, just stay a little bit off this curb. You don't want to come all the way out onto this curb, because then when you go to turn left, you're not going to have any road to turn left. You're just going to have grass. So if you try to cut it a little bit to the left a little bit early before the car understeers halfway through the corner, well, you're probably going to eat grass and then oversteer and drift and slide and lose speed. It's all just bad. So stay a little bit away from this curb, out here a little bit. And then as you get into the corner, then I want you to commit to the corner. Keep it to the inside, because this is your understeer point, right? When you get to this point in the corner, the car is just going to want to understeer. So you want to stay a little bit to the left. And then you're going to gradually bring the car back nice and smooth, and you're going to be patient with your turn in. I want you to set this up so the car's straight as possible. And you just come ripping down here, super straight, barely turning to the right. And the thing's just going to naturally turn for you. Okay? Then you're going to hit 5th at some point in between here and that corner. And then you'll shift down to 4th for that corner. So, 4th gear, stay left, lead this in, 5th. Okay, use a little bit of curb. Don't worry about the grass. It's not a lawnmower. I'm right on the edge of the curb. Can't really get much closer to the grass. I probably still use a little bit of grass, but yeah. Brake straight on this curb. You want to brake like back here a little bit so that as you come up to the corner, you always want to brake early in this car because you want to be able to come off the brakes, the car be ready to turn, and you can just apply throttle to maintain speed and keep the thing turning. You got to think of it like an underpowered Fiat 500 that's gutless and won't go anywhere. And the more you drive it like a Fiat 500 that's gutless and won't go anywhere, and you have to slow down early so you carry as much speed as possible and get a really good exit, the faster you'll be in this car, period. Hawco Racing Academy. Right on the edge of the curb, just chilling. Probably like right in the middle. It's not that bad. I'm not on the grass. Okay, so we lead the car in 4th. He's back on the throttle. Use that exit curb. Don't get on the inside grass for this corner. You're going to see a lot of people cut the inside here. Stay 4th in that corner for that exit. If you shift down to 3rd, you're going to lose a ton of speed. Okay, up to 5th. Brake a little bit before this blue board and the white line going across the track. So if somebody kills this braking board, there's a 200s. Excuse me. Sorry. YouTube. My bad. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, so you got a 300 board way back here if you guys didn't know. Nobody's probably seen this. I didn't even know it existed until now. And I'm like, oh, really? There's a 300 board way out here. Uh-huh. And I'm supposed to be looking at that apex. But there's this right here. Okay. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, so about 3 car lengths before that blue board is when you're going to start braking. It's going to give you plenty of time to brake in a straight line, stay in fourth, ease off the brakes, lead the car in, stay fourth, give it a little bit of gas, and then when you get all the way out here to this exit curb, or close to it, then you're going to downshift to third, get that little bit of extra acceleration from third gear, then you're going to dab the brakes again, lead the car in again, try to get the thing committed to the corner right around here, and keep it turning to the right so that when you accelerate and the weight transfers to the rear, you can at least keep it on the road and it's not going to want to understeer. The last thing you want is the car to be too square coming out of this corner because you're scared of getting sideways and it just understeer off the track and just go straight. That's the worst thing you want to happen in this corner. Want to make sure you stay committed from this point because this whole corner just kind of understeers. It's just, yeah. It's a really understeery corner. It's almost like it's on a crest of a hill. A little bit. Not really, but it feels like it. Because, like, that hill comes up this way, and then it's like, this is the highest point in the hill, and then it drops back down a little bit. Alright, so stay fourth. A little bit of throttle. I just stay fourth that time. I don't even use third for the exit. And third gear for that corner. Short shift. Short shift. Short shift. Look at this thing pick up in 6th gear. Damn. Alright, this whiteboard on your right. My braking point. Right here. Boom. Oh, I should probably cover this. Hold on. My braking point into here is about halfway down this curb. 3/4 of the way down this curb. And you just want to make sure you brake nice and early. So that when you get to the end of this curb, you should be coming off the brakes. So like straight line braking. And then as I get near the end of the curb, I start turning in and coming off the brakes. Alright, this whiteboard here. On the right. Also known as 200 meters. Alright. Brake in a straight line. Down to 3rd gear. Do not turn. Don't turn. Brake straight. I mean dead straight. Like you don't even care there's a corner here. Okay? Just brake dead straight down to 3rd gear. And I want you to be super patient turning in. Because if you start turning in back here when you're in 4th gear, 5th gear, or even as you get down into 3rd, like way back here, it's going to understeer by the time you get to this point in the corner. You're just going to end up sailing past the corner if you start steering too soon. Like, you can try to lead the car in from back here and then, like, trail brake as you go into the corner, but it's not going to do what you want. It's just going to understeer like crazy, and you're going to end up out here, and you're going to get a terrible exit. So you have to commit to straight line braking all the way till the end of this curb, basically. near the end of this curb, probably like this whiteboard. And then you're going to turn in. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your right tires on this curb. That's right. You heard me. We got our first corner cut of the track. I want you to cut this thing like you don't care about penalties. Just barely keep your right-hand tire on this curb. Just, you know, just a mock Kaz. Be like, hey, buddy, nice track limits, pal. Eat this. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't get a 0.5? That's what I thought. How you like me now? And you're going to stay third gear, right? Cut this. Stay to the left. Accelerate. Minor lift as you turn to the right, just to get the car to lead in, and then get back on the throttle. I actually accelerate into it, and then lift a little bit late. But it's the same principle. The car is going to understeer at some point, and you're going to have to lift. So I give it a little bit of throttle. Lift on the apex for a second. Get back on it. And there's a 131.2. Okay, so key things I want you guys to note. Break the end of that grass. Lead the car in. Nice and gentle steering. Lead the car to the left. Keep the car square. Nice and smooth. Just leading the car in nice and smooth. Committing to the corner once the car is into the corner and the outside tires are gripping. You have to gently load the suspension and gently load the outside tires. You gotta remember, it's like a street car. You're just racing a racy street car. Committed to straight line braking. When the car's finally slowed down to less than 100 kilometers an hour, then you turn in. And I guarantee you guys make a note of all this stuff, you try and replicate everything, you will dominate all week. And no one will be able to touch you. Alright. Also, some of you might be wondering, will it drift? Well, let's ask our friend here. Okay, buddy, okay. There's always a degenerate somewhere. Just gotta find him. Yeah, let's go. Not bad. Just figuring out the weight of the car, the way she slides. Whew, that was close. Hi, what are you doing? Bro! Typical Spaniard, am I right? Europe? Huh? Anybody? No? I'm the only one? You guys see that guy? Hit and run. Typical. Yeah, this is a great car. I'm in love with this car. Can't get enough of it. I don't know if we'll have brake balance available, but this is without brake balance. Mostly all this is just flicking the car back and forth. All you do is just flick the car in, counter steer, catch it, give it throttle. If it understeers, just mash it. Lift for a sec, turn in hard, and just stomp on it. I'm just doing this to practice car control. That way, when I oversteer in the race, you know, those little moments when you're just like, whoa, we're sideways. I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm ready. I've been waiting for this car to step out on me. I dare you to break loose. Go ahead, break loose on me. Watch what happens. I'm gonna love every second of it. A little bit of grass, nobody cares. Give me a 0.5. No 0.5. Gets away with it. Yeah, if you guys have a habit of spinning out from oversteer, this is what I suggest. Drift the car. Go swing the thing back and forth down straightaways constantly, as much as you can, and try to get the thing to break traction and catch it. Because all that'll do is prepare you for when you break traction. And you'll just already know what to do, because you've already been in that situation. You get sideways on a curb at Dragon Trail, you know? They aren't very forgiving. But if you've done it before, and you've practiced, And you're not a stranger to oversteer. They'll make everything a lot easier for you. Plus, it's fun. I mean, yeah, you gotta move your hands a little bit, but like, why wouldn't you do this? Some people are like, it's not a toy! Yeah, it's not a toy. Mm-hmm. Sure. Watch this. You still think it's not a toy now? Huh? Huh? How about now? How about now? Is it still not a toy? That's what I thought. Definitely a toy. You just have to respect it. As long as you respect the car, it'll do what you want. But you have to understand it. You have to understand what it will and won't do. And the only way to do that is to fuck around and find out. Which is what we're doing now. As you can see, the fuck around level is gradually getting higher. And I'm gradually finding out more. Like, oh god, there's a fucking car behind me. Yeah. And then I apologize. My bad. Sorry. Sir. I'm a degenerate, I know. I know. I'm just in the way. Then this is the washout of shame. I'm so ashamed I stopped having fun. I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have so much fun now. That was not cool. It's okay to have fun. It's not okay to have fun and fuck up somebody else's race. Remember that. Thankfully, this is just practice. And we're just testing. But still. Don't do things that make you look bad. Like patch a game. And take the dirt tires off the rally cars. And put racing hards on instead. And make the game impossible to gold. Right? Right. Don't do things that make you look bad. Sport mode lessons. And that's our lap guide for Daily Race C. Hope you guys have fun. Take care. Stay out of trouble. Keep your stick on the ice. Go get some driver rating. Like and subscribe.